The Libra full moon occurs on April 12th, the same day that Venus stations direct, and Venus is the ruler of this Libra full moon. So let's break this down a little bit more in terms of what is coming up for us to be aware of during this full moon. It's occurring at 23 degrees of Libra in your chart. That's where the moon will be big and bright, and bringing your attention to this area of your life and whether it's in balance, healthy, based on equilibrium, and revealing how your energy naturally gives and receives. Libra is associated with relationships, connections, people we work one-on-one with, but it's also how we share. How we share, how we listen, how we understand the other side, the other person's perspective or opinion, Libra being objective. Libra is also about choices, understanding what are my choices here, and then weighing the pros and cons of those choices. So Libra is meant to move us towards a decision, although it can actually do the opposite, and you can be stuck in analysis paralysis. I don't know what to choose. I don't know what direction to go. So this is going to be a theme coming up for all of us as the Libra full moon reveals what choices you are ready to make and what choices you've been sitting with during the Venus retrograde journey. So this is important because Venus stations direct on the same day as the Libra full moon. Venus stations direct at 24, nearly 25 degrees of Pisces, conjunct Saturn. This brings in seriousness, contemplation, realistically assessing what is working, what is not working. And in Pisces, there's also an understanding here of what you're meant to move away from or close out because it has fulfilled a purpose. It has taught you something, or it has been a demonstration of something in the Pisces areas of your chart that now maybe you're realizing, I don't want that anymore. So the typical loveliness of Venus in Pisces is being brought down to earth through the grounded, practical Saturn influences that say, take a good hard look at what is presenting itself or what is coming up for you to make a decision around, and do so wisely. Do so with discernment. And trust your intuition, because we still have a big focus on these Pisces influences here during the Libra full moon. Venus, Saturn, Mercury, and the North Node are all in Pisces. So your intuition has an answer. Maybe you've been struggling with it, uncertain, feeling like, well, no, I just need more time, or I don't want to be rushed. But this is a Libra full moon of assessing choices and understanding what is for your best and highest good now. Now, the other elements that we've got to bring into the conversation involves the sun at 23 degrees of Aries, always opposite that full moon, and the sun is conjunct Chiron at 23 degrees. And so the first thing that comes to mind when I look at the sun and Chiron conjunct is that they were also conjunct last April in that Aries solar eclipse at 19 degrees. So April 2024. It's been a full year since the sun was last conjunct this Chiron. What have you healed? Where have you gained strength in yourself? Where have you come to know yourself more through these Aries energies? And the Chiron will show you what still needs some tender, loving care, where you're still maybe developing more of that courage or strength to do something on your own, to be in your own energy more, to be more independent. When Chiron and the sun are conjunct, the wounding can be louder. We can feel more vulnerable, insecure. We can have more questions about self. Do I want this? Can I have this? Am I good enough? Does this have my name on it? We have more doubts, and those doubts get louder. And so there's something here in this lineup of energies where you're meant to be making these choices and decisions from your healed wholeness, from a place of loving and accepting who you are, and knowing that that doesn't diminish your self-worth or your self-value in any way. And so make a choice that's good for you, good for your heart, good for your emotional self and your well-being, from a place of love and from a place of loving kindness for yourself and others. And the others is a big part of the Libra full moon because, again, that sun in Aries conjunct Chiron is bringing up how you're feeling about yourself. But the Libra full moon says, take a step back, see it objectively. Don't over-personalize it. Don't be too subjective, right? Step back and know that, what if this is a universal experience? What if this is highly relatable, but people don't talk about it or put it out there as much? Like whatever it is for you, whatever's coming up, be objective with yourself, kind, discerning, and wise. Now, there's more going on in this chart, and I have a video for you here on YouTube going through the chart more specifically. But I just wanted to talk about this because I feel like the Libra full moon has these turning points to it, since Venus stations direct the same day. And again, she stations direct after 40 days of retrograde. Her retrograde started back on March 1st. And so you could realize that maybe you had a choice or had something that you were a big yes to, and the energy has shifted and you're like, I gotta pass. I don't think I really want that anymore. I don't think that's right for me. I don't think that's the direction to go. So there's bigger choices and decisions here, but they're meant to be heart-based, intuitive, and trusting what feels right for you, which can be easier said than done at times. But that's what this energy signifies, is that you might disappoint some people, or you might be disappointed by somebody else's choice. That's part of this Venus conjunct Saturn in Pisces. So I offer that with the intention that it helps with whatever's coming up for you here in the middle of April, and that it also, I'm getting the image of like, it's okay to let yourself change your mind. It's okay to honor what is no longer your truth or what is no longer good for you. It's okay to trust that, and to not allow that Chiron conjunct the sun to feel like you're beating yourself up about it. So again, I hope this assists with anything that might be coming up for you as this Venus retrograde comes to an end. Venus stations direct here during the Libra full moon, and you are meant to see something more objectively and more clearly.